Hey, good evening, guys. New week. Hope you all doing well. We're 75 now. You guys actually, some of you might have missed that because I hit that towards the end of stream, the last time I was streaming. And last 2 days I've spent doing nothing but World of Warcraft Classic. And I might actually be changing some of my days over to that. Just Fridays and Saturdays, probably, or who knows. We'll see. But good evening. Hope you all doing well. Tonight, we're up in Ungren Range to possibly farm the NM if he pops. And if anything's going on with the Link Show, we're going to hang out with the Link Show. But relax and good evening. I know I'm an idiot. You don't need to remind me. I don't need to stay humble. Fuck. Fine. Good evening. Wait. I'm not sure if that's a compliment in my eyes. Yes. What are you guys up to tonight? No. That's not what I meant. Yeah. That's awesome. Oh yeah. So, I know I haven't been on this game in the last 2 days. Is there anything particularly you guys are doing or need help with that you want me to stop what I'm doing and come help? Hmm. Okay. Yeah. And I'm just up north in Ungren Range, still killing buffaloes. Does anyone need the meats? Or the hides? I know the hides sell for 20k a pop. Yeah, they're really low drop rate. I haven't gotten a single hide yet. I've gotten plenty of meat. Oh god. I'm just trying to... Yeah, it was actually kind of nice out today. I wish the drain from Death Scythe was better. Welcome back. Yeah, the Death Scythe drain is like wide. Yeah, it's 10. It's not even worth it. Someone told me I could solo this NM, but I'm not so sure about that. I might be able to. Yeah, 10 HP drain. It's just not worth it. The damage is good, but that's about it. And me and Video Game Boss Battle are sitting here, he's watching my scythe swing. And he's like, we're both like, why did they even bother putting HP drain on the scythe? It literally, it caps at 10 HP drain, and that's it. It looks cool already. You don't need to, I don't know. Yeah, I'm being told I can probably do this little 60-something NM as my Dark Knight. As long as I keep my shadows up. So, Video Game Boss Battle, or I'm gonna call you Boss Battle. I think on Fridays and Saturdays, unless there's anything going on in my link shell, I'm gonna start streaming classic WoW, just on those 2 days, because I need to kind of get ready for TBC when it comes out. I'm actually kind of excited for it. Yeah, Ophelia, I might, on Fridays and Saturdays, I might switch over to Classic WoW for just those 2 days. Unless you say, hey, we're going to do Link Shell related stuff, then I'll be on this game. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get ready for TBC, Boss Battle. It's not actually out yet, but I need to get ready for it because they're thinking the pre-patch is going to be going live next month. They kind of data mined the release date for the pre-patch. And usually when a pre-patch comes out, the expansion's about a month or so behind that. Hypothetically. So, it's like, it's still a classic server. I played World of Warcraft since Vanilla Original, not the classic Vanilla. It's just, I don't know. I want to get back into the good old stuff. Like, I've got a level 14 Ret Paladin. Don't make fun of it. I understand that Red is trash in Classic, but coming Burning Crusade is when they actually start being good. The biggest kind of kicker to it is they're giving Alliance Paladin Seal of Blood, which was Horde only. So you're allowing both factions to have that seal, which is a big deal. It actually makes it so Alliance Paladins can actually compete with Horde Ret Paladins. And I can understand if you're burnt out, by the way, because there's not a lot to do. Have you guys been on the whatchamacallit, beta server at all? So I've been reading the Discord. They said, I think everything's all set for this patch, kind of indicating there's a patch coming soon. They did a lot of testing and supposedly fixed a lot of things and said, yeah, it looks good. Oh, and well, they well, the fact that you can kind of weapon skill in quick succession without, like, there's supposed to be like an actual delay between weapon skills is a little weird on the server. They kind of need to fix that too. Oh, okay. Correct. By the way, when you're done with your farming, or what you're doing, you're more than welcome to come up here and help me kill some buffaloes. I can only kill 2 at a time before the previous one spawns. I'm too slow alone. Oh, how did that giving up on the craft yesterday go? Where you just bought what you needed instead. Remember yesterday you're like, oh, I'm going to desynth all these things, and you're like, oh my god, this is ungodly slow. Yeah, if you want to come up and help me kill some video game, I'd appreciate it. That was directed towards Ophelia originally. I forgot you can't hear the Discord. Hey, Ultra. Thank you for the host, man. How you doing tonight, man? Oh, I absolutely hate this frickin' plague. Drains my TP. I absolutely hate it. What were you up to tonight, Ultraviolence? Anything fun? Guess who wiped to Black Dragon 3 times? Oh, man. How did you wipe that many times? I didn't even think that was possible. I probably shouldn't have weapon skilled that guy. He was one swing away from death. Buffalo meat. That's all I ever get to drop. We did 3-man because in retail I did it as a 3-man. Guy did 480 damage to one attack. Well, you learned a lesson. Well, I'm happy you learned that lesson. That's a costly learn, though. By the way, everyone from Ultraviolence channel, welcome to the stream. I appreciate it. Nindaku, I am a classic server streamer of this and World of Warcraft Classic. Hopefully, eventually, Ashes of Creation. But till then, we'll see. When we did it with 6 players, this same attack only did 78 damage. No idea why, but maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it scales with how many people are in the party. No, that's too advanced for classic Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, I don't start stream till roughly 8 p.m. EST Monday through Thursday. I'm sorry, Tuesday through Thursday. And then on Friday, Saturday is usually 9 o'clock. But I might actually be streaming World of Warcraft on those 2 days to kind of mix up stuff in Classic. Wow, not retail. We ain't doing the retail shit. Retail sucks. I did not realize your name was Jeff. Jeffava.com. Sorry. I'm a big Jeff Dunham fan. Everyone's like, okay, what the hell did I just step into? I've had people call me Jeffava also. Ever since frickin' Peanut did that, I was like, oh, I'm screwed. Jiffy. Jethro, you can't forget Jethro. If you ever watch NCIS. There's so many famous Jeffs. Joffrey. I've actually had people ask me, how do you spell your first name? I'm like, really? Like, well, it's spelled with the G-H-E-F-F-R-E-Y. I was like, yeah, sorry, no, I'm not French. I am Canadian, but I'm not a French Canadian. I'm not a Canuck. Goffrey. Dude, a 1-minute plague. Thank God these buffaloes, their aim is horrible. All right, man. Have a great night. Grats on 11-hour stream. You got me beat. I did 10 hours on my birthday. Have a great evening, man. And as always, stay awesome. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I might as well spam poison too, see if I can get the stick. It probably won't. And elemental skills, I know they don't matter, but I can level it up so if I ever, God forbid, work on... Try and think about it. If I ever work on Black Mage, I'll have my Enfeebling, Elemental, and Dark Magic already up. And have all the 1 and 2 spells nice and easy. Oh, Boss Battle, did I tell you that my son started reading manga? More slices of buffalo meat. Ooh. The guy just popped up right in front of me. There we go. Back to full health. Dude, I can make this thing get stuck on a little patch of snow. That's hilarious. I never checked. Is my Scythe skill maxed? No. What is the max of my Scythe skill? 75. 76. 276. Oh, I'm like 2 levels away from max. So I guess one more merit party, my Scythe skill will be maxed. I actually put points into, or merit points into Scythe so I can get that completely capped out and try not to ever miss. Dude, thing. Let me get my shadows up. I almost kind of wish I came up here as Sub Samurai, but if I did come up Sub Samurai and the NM popped, I don't think I could do it. Even if I had Sagan up the whole time with Third Eye, I don't think I could. I think I might actually would die because even though it's really good, it does have its weaknesses. Especially when it's a sub job. If it's a main job, that's a whole different story. Ah, freaking paralyze. Right. Wasn't really fully paying attention, but I beat the crap out of the thing. But don't, once you buy those dice once. But once you sorry, I was gonna say, isn't that a one-time buy though? Oh. Go to Whitegate. Or no, you gotta go over across the sea, don't you? Yeah. I never got a Corsair up high enough to remember having to use dice, so I never experienced that. What's the samurai one do? Oh, that's amazing. Jeez. Yeah. Huh. Wow. That does sound pretty good. Well, yeah, eventually they'll get Blue Mage working to a proper way, and Puppet Master working properly, and then you'll start seeing those classes. Yeah. Dude, these buffaloes have such a low accuracy. Imagine if I stole their accuracy, they wouldn't even be able to hit me, period. But for being such big creatures... Go ahead, sorry. Yeah, I need Peacock Charm too, but I've almost to the point given up of ever getting my hands on that thing. I can't pull those two buffaloes. If I pull one, the other one will kill me. Oops. It is so nice that you can drain mana from buffaloes. It's weird, but it's nice. Like, I would think these would be the last thing to have any type of mana. It almost makes these things like the perfect thing to spam if you're trying to level up elemental and feebling and all that kind of stuff. What, 75? Oh, I didn't even know you were that high. Dude, I heard like a snarling growl at my right ear cuff for some odd reason, and then I realized it was a song. I actually like turned my character around. I was like, hold on, did something spawn that I didn't realize? But no creature makes a sound in this game. Stupid monster, let me get shadows up. Dude, Drain is horrible sometimes. It does not work like it should. Sometimes it'll drain really, really good. Other times... Like, Drain 1 sometimes is more powerful than Drain 2. And my dark magic skills almost capped at 75. Almost being the keyword. Oh, that snort doesn't count as a regular hit. What a punk. But that does. Care about Beastman seals. How much meat have I gotten while I've been up here? 8 pieces. If I don't get... Look at all these Mount Z parties all of a sudden. When I finally hit 75, then all these Mount Z parties start appearing. If I was smart, I'd go level up my ninja to 37. But I'm not in the mood for that tonight. Oh, did I ever... No, I never touched Monk. Huh. I could go to the past and maybe farm the 2 rings, the lava and Kush ring or whatever it is. But I don't even know if I could kill it, but it wouldn't drop for me. I wouldn't have that kind of luck. And it's probably camped all high hell right now, one of the 2. That just got... Oh no, I did absorb TP from it. Now let's absorb its accuracy so it truly can't hit me. Continue getting that enfeebling skill up while I'm at it. 0.5 elemental. Hell yeah. .909 guillotine. That wasn't too bad. I could always go to the dunes, level up my thief. It's sitting at 16. If I can get it higher, I'd have more abilities, especially when it comes to farming. And flee is always nice. Yeah, let's say poison probably got resisted. I don't remember my magic skill. Only 251. With dark magic, that is. That's honestly the most important one, is dark magic. Any other skill is not really as important. Yeah, when you drain this thing's accuracy, it can't hit for beans. It's actually kind of hilarious. Oh my god, I just drained like 600 TP. Holy crap. No, 500. Still a lot. Alright, now it can start hitting me. Miss. Oh wow, Poison 2 actually worked, but no skill up. Weird. What a punk. Maybe I should hunt down the last NM, Deadly Dodo, to create the brown belt for Monk. And then go collect the 2 items to create the purple belts. Just for the hell of it. That way if I level Monk, I've got pretty much all the belts up into the 40s. Which would be kind of hilarious. I have a hard time, like, keeping myself focused when it comes to farming NMs. Because, like, I kind of get bored easily of doing this. It's not like, I don't know, it's not satisfying to me. Oh, I never checked who won this week. Oh, we're in 3rd place for once? Ew. Well, that gives me another week to save up to the 50K mark. Doctor, it's been a while. It was, Mr. Globs. Why'd you change your name? Regardless, welcome back to the stream, man. I appreciate you. Were people giving you crap about something, so you changed your name, or? This is my producer tag. I'm working on my music and wanting to stream to this account soon. Oh, okay, cool. So, let me go to your channel real quick. Throw you a good old follow. So I can catch you when you go live. Ah, no problem, man. I'm all about good music. If I wouldn't get DMCA'd, there's a song I'd like for you guys to hear that I thought was really good. I found on TikTok. But, yeah, you know how that is. DMCAs are ridiculous right now with how they are. I might be able to find it. It's a Kage one. It's like a Naruto related kind of freestyle rap. Give me 1 second to kill this, and then I will. Like, I actually bought the song on iTunes. It was that good. No, screw it. I'll just stream it on here. I just gotta find... One second. Hold on. Oh. One sec. I don't know why TikTok got me signed off on my computer. There we go. Let's see if I can find it under... Where would I find it on TikTok? Under my likes. Might have to go down a bit to find this. I watch this dude a lot. This guy has some funny ass shit. Oh, is it this one? No, this was the All Might one. No, it wasn't that one. Hold on, I might be able to look it up on my phone. 2 seconds. If I look it up on my phone, then I can find it on TikTok. Music. Naruto Blues. Blue bird. No. Hold up. Naruto freestyle. Oh. Dude, I'm an idiot. The name of the guy is right below it. At least I think it is. Dude, TikTok, why do you gotta be such a pain? Let's see. Favorite sounds. Here we go. Feel like God, I'm a Kage. Bustin' my ass, I know all days. Me, I've been working, I grind from the ground, and now you see my drip is so Kage. Kage. No tell me, Kasame. Never have breaks, no off days. Bitch, my drip, ho. Look, boy, I'm a legend, but spell my presence, don't test me, I'm ready. My drip like Hokage. See you and I, we both had nothing in common. I move like Kakashi, I do shit around. Let's go. Counting all be from the unknown. Said I gotta show that I'm with it. I got gusto, not tell force. I kill them, we all cut throats. Had to put the work in, show them what the work is. Came up from the bottom, now I'm up though. Hey, still go better trenches, now I'm up. So the name of the song is called Naruto Bluebird Freestyle by, and I'll type it in chat, Contrast. I was trying to look him up. Feel like God, I'm a Kage. Feel like God, I'm a Kage. Produced effects. I don't know where the song is, but like, oh man, settings. You found it? Yeah, I can't find when I want to find it. Hey, give me a second. I'll go report you if that'll make you feel better. Whoa! Ah! I look away for a second, a buffalo comes running at me. So, what do you think of that song? How do you say this name? Synapse? Synapse? I thought the song was pretty damn good when I found it. I was like, this song is awesome. Like, I started vibing to it right away. I was like, alright, I gotta go pay for this. I gotta go buy this song. Well, this one's like, if I find something on TikTok that is good, I'll actually pay for it. I'll go find it on iTunes and pay for it because it's worth the listen. True. It probably already has destroyed it. Yeah, because it's free money and it's causing inflation, is it not? Yeah, but for people like me that don't do the farming like that, it pretty much it puts us 100% out of reach of ever buying a single thing. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, these buffaloes, one of them's gotta turn into the NM. I know it says it can take up to 24 hours for them to spawn, but like, come on. So I'm trying to get an NM to spawn off of one of these buffaloes. These buffaloes are level 64, and I'm 75. It has a chance to spawn within 24 hours of its previous death. It's just a rare spawn, and then the drop rate of the weapon is like 14%, which is a pain in the ass. Alright, then those crafters need to start crafting every single possible thing to fill up the auction house with odd end things. I know. Oh, I agree with you on that. Yep. It's a silence and change baseline. Yep. Who was? Gonna do my best to mash the song sound into a song. All right, cool, man. Have fun doing it. I know you will. By the way, Sin snuck in here for a split second. Now there he is again. Talking about inflation and the benefits slash non-benefits of digging. The more positives than negatives, of course, but yeah.
So, for example, spark harnesses. The only time we saw them price drop was when everybody and their mother was trying to get a +1, and then they went back up in price.
Which is a little ridiculous that it even got to that point.
But it's literally how the server has been since day one. And there's a reason why when I talk to people and I tell them how to make money, I pretty much tell them to stay the fuck away from any and all free market activity. Keep it between you and the NPC. And keep it between you and the NPC, you can pay any price you want for any item you want. And we'll be able to get it because you're going to meet somebody who goes ahead and wants to save up, we count on guilds, and the way that they're going to do that is by selling off for exorbitant amounts of money. So, yeah, it makes zero logical sense in the long run with how worthless skill is on the server. Keep digging and everybody knowing how to make money with the craft.
You can say that for a lot of MMOs for the most part. Like I was telling you yesterday, and
Like, a pure example of this is that this is a 20-year-old game. Many of these people are die-hard fans of this game. They've played this game for years already.
oh yeah,
All of them have figured out their ways of making money. Everybody's got their own little trick. Everyone's got something up their sleeve. But whether or not they're lazy enough to not do it is another story. You
True.
know? But for those who are not lazy and those who are willing to put in the time and effort, they're making a fuck ton of money out of it. Because they know how to make money. They've already got a grand plan, everything else. But what I'm saying is that it basically makes skill worthless because the best way to get skill on this server, because there's no pig on digging or there's no cap on NPCables, etc., is by pretty much getting something and sticking it in an NPC and cashing it out for you. It makes skill in turn logically worthless, but
Yeah.
everybody needs it, everybody wants it, everybody wants to afford it. So you can exploit that in the meantime and gain items. Because you know that skill is not going to make it back into circulation because somebody's going to want to have 50 mil on them and say, I have 50 mil. Even though 50 mil is completely worthless.
yeah. Well, it's worthless right now. The moment quote-unquote new content comes out is when it becomes
Still
extremely
gonna be
valuable.
worthless because then everybody just throws it around and everyone's like, yeah, I can sell data currency, but I got 50 mil. Like, why would I want more?
There would have to be
When new content comes out, we're gonna watch the breakdown of skill economy. And that's why people are starting to convert gil into items.
I was gonna say, like, in order for Gil to raise in value, essentially, you need to increase the population and create more times.
Which I think won't happen until there's more content. That's
And that's the thing, is that this is an issue that after the core population that's currently on the server right now grinding their asses off to try to be best as soon as new content comes out is drowned out by new players coming in for content and enjoying content and everything else. This whole skill problem will go away. But
yep.
grinding out as much skill as you can right now to pump that economy as full as you can when a year of new content comes out is going to
So Sly just wants Sly wants to chirp in. He's been listening to this. I opened up the thing so people hear because it's a good conversation. He said my suggestion has been when we get dynamics to have the hourglass be the original price for 1 mil instead of the era 500k to move more gil off the server.
And I think that would be worthwhile, but at the same time, like, the best way I can put it is I can put that in 4 hours. You know, I can put that for an entire LS in 4 hours.
Well, you can, but not everybody can, right? So,
But,
Yeah.
think about the
I
number
mean,
of
if you
link
think
shells.
about it, you think right now, for a claim shield, we have 6 to 8 people who can put that in 4 hours.
Also, Sly was saying also need to AH tax to be implemented. I definitely agree with you on that.
I think that would help with removing gil in general, but that's not going to hurt people because they currently basically make a ton of money.
Hey, Kira.
I kind of want, and this is gonna suck for everybody, but I think they need to do something about NPC items and, you know, the RNT side of things. But when retail did a long time ago, I think there should be something implemented that kind of helps stabilize that.
Yeah, but I mean, at the
Well,
same
yeah.
time, this is effort put in. These are, we're talking 100 crafts, we're talking having to level up some kind of like, yeah, you can drink guilt, but the problem is that most people are not willing to put in the time and the effort to do so. And that's what we're seeing right now with Diggy.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Grats. Well, I'll say one thing. As someone that used to stream with a microphone, and Sly might remember when I used to stream from microphones, the quality of microphone compared to, say, a mic that you have like I do. My mic is up here above the stream. When I use this microphone, it sounds really nice, crisp, and clear. You can hear all the emphasis in the way I speak. Having this microphone right here to the side of me, it can be good, but it's going to pick up certain things that most of these microphones don't have a pop filter. So your p and p's and stuff like that are going to like be picked up on stream, or your heavy breathing or stuff like that. So having a external microphone, like use this as a headset and use this as you're speaking, is a lot better. You'll see most streamers tend to have. Hold on, let me turn them down a bit, so you can still hear them, but I'm gonna turn them down a little. Turn them down like 70%. All right, so yeah, like. It's a good starter microphone to have for streaming, but like I'd say if you can in the future, invest in a. I have a Wavelengths 3, an Elgato Wavelengths or Wave 3 microphone. You hear my microphone. How does it sound? Does it sound clear? Do I sound far away? Do I sound like spot on? It's a great microphone, and you know what the huge benefit of it? See this right here? This is an audio board that's built in with this microphone, a separate software. So I can set the audio that I hear and what you guys hear. This thing is amazing. So if I had game volume on, I'd hear a little less, you'd hear a little louder. Same with the music. Like, all these things are beneficial. So this literally replaces this $150 item that I bought. I love it. The Elgato Go XLR Mini. This thing's great, but this replaces it. I don't need it anymore. So oh, I get that. And hold on, look, if I hit this, it lights up red if I were using it. But I don't use it. The benefit of what the Wavelength does is it splits the channels. So if I didn't want you guys to hear Discord, this is what I do. I can go into Discord, change it back to my headset. Now, when they talk, you're not going to hear them, but I will hear them. And vice versa. I just muted them a second ago so they couldn't hear you guys anymore. Just because I was teaching them about my microphone. But no, they haven't said anything new. Sly was listening, but nothing new. Yeah, kinda. And I don't think you can. You'd have to look into it. Because this is something that's unique to the Elgato series. You'll have to check and see if it can do that audio splitting like I'm telling you about. But if you were to look on YouTube and look at some of the big streamers, go watch the video from Alpha Gaming, also known as Harris Heller. He did a review about this microphone that I'm using, and he broke it down to literally say, this is the cheapest way to get an audio splitter all wrapped into one package. And this microphone, it has a built-in pop filter. I didn't have to buy an extra one.
Well, we're gonna have that problem anyway with the crap that's on this server. Yeah, and nobody's tweeting about anything about this. So either way, if you take away.
So does the hyper? What does?
Take away a method of making go.
The built-in pop filter? Probably.
Yes, skill becomes scarcity. But who has all that excess skill right now?
What I'm saying though is,
They sell a separate pop filter for it, but it's not as good. Or it's not worth it to spend the extra $30. But you'll have to check with the HyperX thing. I don't think they have a audio splitter software. By the way, this farm is so easy to do right now. Is it fun though? Not really. But like, what I'm saying about this particular thing is I can even check the audio on your guys' side. Like, I can see how loud it is from your side from the stream mix. So right now, is the music loud to you guys? It sounds loud to me when I listen from your end of the stream. Because when I talk... Oh no, my talking is above the audio. But I could turn it down, or I can unclick this. And then I can click that back on. So whenever I decide to move one, see how they move together? Same with the audio here. Right now, I have it set to 100% so I can make sure I hear them, but you're not getting full volume from them, so you're able to hear me better than them. And you can add other channels if necessary. You can do music, you can do SFX, aux, all these different things. You can have all these different inputs, and that's what's really beneficial about this. Ooh, those guys are too close to each other. Well, yeah, he is. Well, the other thing is, they don't even have Bazaar tax, which is era, and they need to put that in. If they put both of those in, that's moving money out. But yes, you're right. They could technically raise the price incrementally to offset that tax that they would lose.
Well, I mean, the thing is that one thing I disliked about retail was that the bazaar tax tended to be lower than auction house tax, right?
Yeah.
So people put stuff in bazaars. Yep, it ended up being lower, you know. But yeah, so that right there drove people to put stuff in bazaars, right? Well, the issue with small population server like what we are right now, or even as we grow into 1,000 top or 2,000 top server, is that people will retire from the game at random periods of time, causing a massive shortage of specific items. Case in point, HQ staves from Matty G. The only one on the server who's here too long time. Now we're sitting here going, how am I going to get HQ staves? Now I got to pay $2 has going on that actually makes
Yeah.
you know, by pretty much making it so that people don't really want to sell in stars and would much rather sell on the auction house. It would secure those manufacturing pipelines in case somebody does just work or sell whether that be getting banned or whatever.
Yeah, I would just like to see more gil coming out of the economy.
How's that? Is that better, Shin?
Yeah, and
Stabilize some of
that's
that.
100% a-okay. I agree. Guild does need to come out of the economy right now. It's being offset by the number of people getting banned. Because the number of people getting banned are the people who have
Shin, can you hear them now?
some of the largest networks on the server at the moment. You know, Matty G was a perfect example of it. You know, where Matty G estimated to have a few hundred million at least on his character at any point in time. Really didn't put that gil back into the economy, and was really hoarding it. That was a
How's that?
huge economic sink. You know, we see people like Gavin, who's been hoarding gil since day one, really doesn't play anymore. That's another huge gil sink. You know, we have these gil sinks right now between people coming in, making a bunch, and either getting banned, departing, or going on hiatus. And
Sorry, I
between
was
those
trying not to
three
make it
things
overpowering.
is when we start seeing a lot of that gil that was quote-unquote inflating the economy, not inflating the economy anymore, because now it's in a sink. It basically has been removed from circulation at that point. It's kind of the same thing as people going ahead and taking $100 bills and being like, "Huh, I'm gonna save these for later," and digging them in digging a ditch in the ground, putting them in a suitcase, chucking the suitcase in there, patching it up, and forgetting about it for 200 years. You know, it's the same thing. And it's removing a currency from the economy, thus the currency should be considered as non-existent. I'll be right back.
Oh my lord, I just got raided by Hunt for Games. Hey Hunt, how's it going, man? I have not seen you in a while. Big raid, yes sir it is. How's it going, Hunt for Games? How's everyone from your lovely community? I've been keeping an eye on your YouTube content. Yo, 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 what's up, my dude? 75 Dark Knight finally. I'm just up here farming the lovely, and I do mean lovely, weapon that drops off of the NM from this guy. Thank you. Yeah, you always bring up some very interesting conversations on your YouTube channel. It's usually quite nice. What is everyone up to tonight? So, let me introduce myself. My name is Daku. I've been a Final Fantasy XI streamer for roughly, I'd say about 5 years. But my story of this game, like Hunt for Games, has been since the PS2 era. I played PS2, Xbox 360, PC for a little bit, took a break, and then I came back about 5 years ago and continued my journey again. I personally play on the retail or private server wingsXI, but I have my humble roots on Hyperion back on retail. I have a 99 Puppet Master, and this guy's gonna kick my butt if I don't pay attention. So what were you up to tonight, my friend? Okay, this guy's being a pain in the neck. Just please die. Not that I've kept up with retail recently, but I'm curious. How those Buffalo could be nasty. It was just relaxing, losing some Rocket League tonight. Oh, man. You ever need a teammate for Rocket League? I'm actually a plat level player. Okay. Paralyzed, too powerful.
Okay, I'm back. So, anyway. Woo. I'm gonna go do my last run of chocobo digging, okay?
Figured we'd hop in and show the Wings Sir some love. I appreciate that, Hunt. I think most of your community that did come over, well, the few that did, I appreciate those folks. I don't think most of them wanted to come. They just kind of hopped off, which is okay because they don't know me and I still appreciate you. I'll be bringing down the team. Appreciate that, though. I've been taking a bit of a break from retail myself, focusing mostly on some private servers lately. Oh, what server have you hopped onto? Hunt's Eden, I'm guessing? I think I remember you came over to Eden when I was still there.
Now, if anyone needs me, ping me on Discord. I'm gonna definitely continue watching One Punch Man for the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say right now Eden is probably in the best position out of all the retail servers. You jump from Nasami to Eden. So, I've done Nasami, I've done Eden, I've done Omega, and now I'm over on Wings. Eden, I would say, is probably the best of all the servers that has actually encapsulated the TOAU era. It does have a little bit of custom content, but its content, for the most part, is very reminiscent of what the current era of Final Fantasy XI was. So, some people left from the raid, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, it's fine. Nocturnal Souls and Tomeberry is very fun. Ironically enough, Tomeberries is run by the developer that runs wingsXI, the one I'm on. That'll be Gweveth. He's one of the two people that runs that server, ironically enough. So, like, I've leveled to 75 on Nasami. That server, it was good as a starting experience to get back into the swing of old era Final Fantasy XI. But it didn't really live up to the hype because it was kind of like a one-man show over there. He would fix one thing and 5 things would break, and that's kind of what turned me off. Once game release, chilled out for a bit. I'm thinking about trying out Eden. I did a little on Nasami. I would say definitely do Eden. I'm on Wings. I would say come to Wings, but we're currently in like a content drought. We have access to Sky. We have access up to the Diablos fighting COP. We have the full experience of TOAU missions all the way through to the end. That's the only thing Eden does not have. I come back to Nasami after several months, but it seems pretty empty compared to Eden. Oh, yeah. Because Nasami got an influx when Ninja, the used-to-be professional Fortnite streamer, came to that server. He literally caused that server to grow to over 2,000 active players. But you also got to remember that at the time, you were allowed to triple box on that server, and that caused a lot of issues. And I wouldn't say they were positive issues. It caused a lot of negatives. It caused inflation on the server. It caused people to be very elitist. And when I think Final Fantasy, I don't really think elitism. I think of people that will show the facts, they'll show you the information as to why your choice may or may not be bad or good, and what you can do to improve it. Eden's a little bit nicer about that. The people there, I feel, are a little bit more humble. Yeah. So, I liked Nasami for getting me back into Final Fantasy XI. Would I go back there and play again? No. But that's okay. Like, I just think that for all of us to be able to still play Final Fantasy XI and get that true nostalgia feel that we all strive for is very important. Because, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on retail. I still go back to it every once in a while. It just doesn't have the same feeling because, and I can't hate on Square Enix for doing this. They are trying to keep the game alive in their own special way. And when I say special way, I'm referring to the fact that the player base has dwindled and they need to find a way to keep the servers going. And their way of doing that is making it solo friendly. But for those of us that like that community mentality of being able to jump on a Discord with people or just chat in the game and RP, that's what Final Fantasy XI is to me as a player. It doesn't feel the same. I agree with you, Taryn. Play 11 on retail at the moment. I did play Nasami, have moved to Kupo. That because Eden's moved back to retail for reason. Okay, that's fair enough, Rebirth. I understand that. It's pretty clear SE soon Final Fantasy would be sunset after 14 came out. You are correct. That was really their whole assumption. That no one would have an interest in such an old MMO like this. But the thing is, our generation, those of us that grew up in the 80s and the 90s, we're the nostalgia believers. We believe in nostalgia. We believe in, as we get older, we want to experience what it is that we enjoyed as a video game. Like, old days of, like, say, Donkey Kong Country. I'll still go back and play that just for fun because it's a fun game. Do I want a new fancy dang Donkey Kong Country? Not unless it's going to have the old school concept, which it won't. So, nostalgia is something that's very heavy right now, especially with the pandemic and everything. People are looking for stuff to do. They're looking for content to digest. And watching something that you grew up with is very entertaining right now. And that's what kind of brings people to these old games, or why all those big streamers are playing older games right now, because they picked up on that concept. Whereas us Final Fantasy XI streamers and World of Warcraft Classic streamers and stuff like that, we've been there since the beginning because the game is everything to us. We love what it is to be a classic style content creator. Because I'm pretty sure, and tell me if I'm wrong, but Hunt for Games, he loves the old content games. He loves the games that he grew up with, that he wants to share his passion for. And that's kind of what most of us content creators are about. Share the passion about the game that you enjoy, regardless if people are fully interested or not. Because when I think of the Final Fantasy XI community, there's three names that come to mind when it comes to the 11 community. There's Engine Kate Sith, who's almost always on top. There's Pandora Warden, and then there's Hunt for Games. Whenever those three people stream, they get the top 3 spots because people are interested in hearing their opinions. And they're usually warranted opinions because they have put in a ridiculous amount of hours into this game. And they love it. Oh, really? Which Metal Gear did you guys play? Or which one did he play? But you guys were there together, so which one did the community play is the better terminology. And he probably took off, and I appreciate him bringing his community. I agree, yeah. A strong design can outlive the age of a game. If the design is solid, the community will rally around it. But all I can say in this area is please buff Blue Mage and Puppet Master. I love those classes. MGS1 on the PS1 remake thing, I forgot. Oh, that's fine. Dude, I loved MGS1. That was one of my favorite oldies. There's actually a full-time Twitch streamer that does nothing but all the MGSs. He does like speedruns and regular playthroughs of all of them. I forget what the name of his channel is, but it's interesting because as a fan of the older shooters, there's a bit of indie renaissance in that genre of the moment with big thanks to Doom reboot. Yep, I agree. Well, so you guys are new to my channel. I have been talking about Ashes of Creation now for a while. I'm a huge fan of Ashes of Creation and the fact that it brings back that nostalgia feel to me. As I've watched their content unfold and them add new aspects to it, explaining, they brought in some modern stuff, but they kept a lot of the nostalgic stuff of you have to group up to get content done, or this or that. Fair enough, Shin. I can understand that. If there's one thing I can remember that Steven Sharif said, I don't want you to, whatchamacallit, what'd he say? I don't want you to pre-purchase our game till you are satisfied with the way it looks. Oh yeah, Pantheon 2. That looks like a really cool game too. Like, developers I feel like are rallying behind nostalgia these days, and I hope that turns into be something good. So Shin, like, would you mind elaborating what you mean by Ashes of Creation to you feels like a scam? Like, I'm just curious. Is he the cash shop 4 years before release? What cash shop? They don't have a cash shop. They have a pre-order cash shop, if that's what you're referring to, as in the different bundles you can get to get access early to it. Did you get Crowfall beta access? I did not, Yuna. Sorry if I deaf and muted myself in Discord. I got a big raid from a fellow content creator that I haven't seen in a while, Hunt for Games. I actually don't know much about Crowfall. I've heard only whispers about it, to be honest. he might have actually already left the channel. Like, he came in, hung out for a little bit, chit-chat, and then I think he might have dipped. But if he did, I still appreciate him. But yeah, I don't really consider it, like, much of a cash option. And I can explain my reasoning behind that. Forget playing Final Fantasy, let's all go to Hershey Park. Dude, I've been there before. I love Hershey Park. I went there when I was really young. Hershey Park is an awesome place. The rides were well designed. When I get my office back together, I'll be streaming the beta. Kind of stoked for it. Nice. Apollo's Chariot. Meaning they are literally taking your cash for monthly exclusive cosmetics. So, no. So, okay, let's pull up the Ashes Creation website real quick. I can get where you see what your opinion of that is. So, okay, let's go to the shop. So, what the shop truly is, I truly appreciate Square Enix for never doing any kind of cash shop. Well, they couldn't. They did it at 14, though, but it wasn't in-game. It was on their website. It was on the Mog store, the Mog station. But they didn't do it for 11 because the concept of cash shops didn't exist during the era of Final Fantasy 11. Even though Final Fantasy 11 is still going on now, they can't really do that. But okay, so as you call it, a cash shop here, these are kind of pre-order packs. Like, I'm going to be getting this one. Now, you're getting with this bundle the box price of the game, Alpha 2, Beta 1, Beta 2. So we'll say 60, we'll say $80 right there worth of value already. Again, 6 months of game time. The game's going to be like $14.99, I think. So that's $170 right there. $100 of Embers. Okay, you're already over 270. And then all this other stuff. So you're actually getting more money than it's actually worth. I agree. 11's engine wouldn't support any type of newfangled content in that way. But I don't really consider this a cash shop because you can't buy each individual item. Like, I can't go into the cash shop and say, oh, I want to buy that RAM and pay like $5 or something like that. They're just giving you the ability to pre-purchase the game and get into one of the content-related betas. Kind of like they do for, say, Final Fantasy XIV. You were able to get a 2-day early access, which was hilarious. Their idea of early access was horrible. Horrible to say the least. But modern MMOs, they don't really give you much value with what you purchase. I feel, at least with this game, they actually used to let individuals buy cosmetics before, I'm pretty sure. No, I've been following this since its Kickstarter days. You could never buy individual stuff. But, and here's the kicker, so say I pre-ordered the package. If I want to go back and buy the previous packages, like just the cosmetics, after I purchase the main package, they give you that option after you've purchased your package. But that's the only thing. You cannot buy the packages outright before you purchase an actual package. And you'll get a reduced price there, he said, if you wanted to get one of the previous cosmetic groups. Charge you $30 for a mount. Oh yeah, I agree. Honestly, like, if we were to go look at their cash shop right now, they are on it. It's not as intrusive. Like, I would say the most intrusive cash shop I've ever seen and someone that's played their games, World of Warcraft, they have the most intrusive cash shop in all of MMOs. There's no other cash shop, and prove me wrong if I'm wrong, there's no other cash shop out there that does that to you. Not to that degree. Like, they just sent out a letter recently. I received it, but I already deleted the bullshit. It's not intrusive, but it's a bit inflated for what they put out. Yeah, true. So, World of Warcraft just sent out a survey, and each person's going to get a different price point survey. They said, if you were allowed to... Well, they said it'll come out with Burning Crusade. If we were allowing you to get a cloning service for, say, $30, would you be interested in that? So they're already trying to add in level boosting in a cloning service into Burning Crusade that never had any type of a cash shop. This is literally the beginning of the same concept all over again, with Blizzard bringing in cash shops that no one wants. So, when I look at other... So, back to your point, Shin, about cash shops and everything. Cash shops in general are cash grabs for companies that feel their game's dying, or they feel they can milk what are called the whales. Whales are those that just have fat wallets and are willing to pay any price to get stuff easy. Till I see something that is a pay to win from Ashes of Creation, I am perfectly 100% fine with the way that they're doing their online store to let you pre-order the game while it's still only going into Alpha 1. I'm fine with that. Oh yeah. Oh, if you haven't heard the articles about it, Taryn, yeah, they definitely are. Over 2 years, 2 or 3 years, but I remember Black Desert Online Cash Shop being rather bad. Now, I own Black Desert Online, but I never really got truly into it. I bought the base model, which I think was like $30, because I didn't want to invest a lot of money if I didn't know if I was going to stick with it or not. And I'm happy I didn't. I didn't like the grind. Not that kind of grind. Yes, that's funny to say when I'm playing Final Fantasy XI, to not like grind. But that kind of grind felt... what's a good way to put it? It felt infuriating. Like, you could only really make your character good if you use their cash shop. Like, from my understanding, BDO, when you got to max level, the best looking gear you could get was kind of like you were wearing grass all over your body. That was the best looking gear you had. It didn't look good, but it gave you all the stats you needed to progress in the endgame content. There was no type of... what is it? There's no raids, there was no real dungeons. Everything pretty much was open world and was about espionage and all that other jazz. That's good. That's a very specific style of game. It is an Asian MMO after all, and their market is geared towards their country. And the rest of the world either follows suit or just doesn't play the game. It's been a popular game over the years. I have no problems with it, to be honest. You guys are making me thirsty. You guys are making me talk more than I do, because I was sitting here with 5 viewers, and then you all jumped in. Squirtle thanks you for the follow. Welcome to the 8-Bit Army, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you kindly, good sir. So, my experience with MMOs, for the most part. So, hydrate. Okay, you got me. I'm hydrating. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, Final Fantasy XI community, for the most part, is very good. If you do want to see some classic endgame content, my link shell, we will be doing Sky, Kieran specifically, the biggest of the gods, this Sunday. I think we'll be starting about 8 p.m. EST. So if you're interested in seeing that, I'll definitely be going up to Sky for that on Sunday. And I'll also be doing some helping with Sky farming Wednesday, tomorrow. I think, or no, they said Friday. Friday we're doing some Sky farming. But I'll show you what I got for characters so far leveled up. I got a 75 Dark, 75 Samurai, 32 Sam, I'm a Gimp, I know I gotta finish that. 37 Warrior, 37 Dancer. I haven't really touched most of the caster classes except for Scholar, and even that I kind of stopped on. You're actually running a D&D game set and Vanna deal with the intent being to eventually have the player go to Sky. Interesting, that's pretty cool. I've actually never done D&D before. I do know another person, though. He's a streamer. His name is Rage Plague. He does D&D, and I think sometimes he actually streams his D&D matches. Pretty chill dude, but I don't know what kind of D&D he does. So many names in here. It's nice to see this many people in here all of a sudden. I appreciate everyone in here that's even just hanging out and not talking. It's cool. But yeah, I played SWTOR, Star Wars The Old Republic. I bought that when it got released. Final Fantasy XI, of course, Final Fantasy 14, Guild Wars 2, what should we call it? Dungeons and Dragons Online. Yeah, I've played a lot of MMOs over the years. I'm trying to think of the other ones. There's so many I've played. Even ones that have literally died. I miss going to PAX. I went to PAX East every year. And I literally spent nothing but all my time over at all those booths. Rebirth of Swords, thank you very much for the follow, man. Welcome to the 8-Bit Army. I appreciate you being here, man. Yes. How did you know? I've been sitting here now for nearly 2 hours trying to get this. 11 is the longest fun MMO I've ever played, and I would say 14. I agree. Well, actually, I got two things to show you guys. I'm a very big MMO fan, or Final Fantasy fan, so get a look at this old sucker. Anyone ever see this anime? Final Fantasy Unlimited. Awesome anime series. And you can probably see it back there, but let's make sure I don't die, by the way. Hold on. Gotta get shadows back up so I don't die to the stupid buffalo. Yeah, I'm hoping he'll spawn. I've been out here for 2 hours so far farming this bastard. I'm not using my other skill. To heck with that. Alright. I have the 1.0 Collector's Edition of Final Fantasy XIV. I was actually one of the original alpha and beta testers from when the game was getting released. I'm really mad that they never listened to us. like all of us beta, alpha, and beta testers, they did not take anything we said for like factual. They're like, oh, you guys just don't know. And it made me really sad because we kept screaming, please don't release this game. Please don't release this game. It is not ready. You guys need to fine tune this. And if any of you guys ever saw the documentary for Final Fantasy XIV, the rise and fall, or the rise and fall of Final Fantasy XIV, yeah, that was pretty damn accurate. When they were saying the forums are on fire, they're like, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. Yeah, the no clip. Yep, it was a really good documentary. I'm proud of that collector's edition. Like, Final Fantasy always has a very special place in my heart. All forms of Final Fantasy. I will play Final Fantasy Tactics, and I won't fight anyone about which version of Tactics is better. I like them both. I don't care. But when it comes to any of the Final Fantasies, I will play anything that's Final Fantasy, period, and enjoy it. Playing full 11 full time, running, you name it, I was doing it. Well, okay. Bard is a special beast. You say, hey, Bard looking for party? Cool! And people snatch you up in a heartbeat. Just checked, you actually can buy individual cosmetics at the moment. Can you link it? Because I just pulled up their website and it didn't show anything about it, Shin. I would love to see it. True. Log into my account. Alright, I'll do that right afterwards. Or I'll try to do it while I'm hitting this thing. Sign in. Oops. Wrong password. Ah! I forgot I created this password a while ago. And I've got the double authentication because I'm a content creator. I always forget about the double authentication stuff. Hold on. If I die, you guys are going to get a Daku thump in a moment. No, I'm good. Alright. Alright, give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't plan on dying. These things have horrible accuracy. Worse than an Elvan can have for accuracy. Oh, come on. Stop interrupting me, you piece of crap. Alright. It just always rubs me the wrong way. They had new cosmetics each month. Just felt like they wanted to milk their players. They're giving something new every month in response to holiday-related stuff. I'm not actually a fan of this month's cosmetics, and I was hoping it was going to be something good for Ashes of Creation, but I didn't really like this month's thing. Now, I'm going to go to the shop because I don't want to show you guys my personal information there because, yeah. let's move my character over somewhere safe so I don't kill myself. Alright. So I am logged in as my character right now. Where am I going? Because if I go under any of the individual things, here's all items and this is all I see. Because I can go to my referral program, order history. I'm logged in right now. And this is all I see, Shin. So I don't know where you're looking. Because I am currently logged in. Because I've got the referral program and I've had 7 people use my referral code so far. So hopefully eventually I will make back some money on it. And order history, I got nothing. But this is all you should see. I don't know what you're referring to. If you'd like to send me a screenshot on Discord, you're more than welcome to. Of what you see from your end, and I'll show on stream. But I don't see anything else. Like, even if I go under any of these other categories, it doesn't show anything. And Trigon, I'm not looking to die today. No Daku thumps today, my friend. No Daku thumps. Didn't really get into 14 until Heavens, which I thought was fantastic. Shadowbringers expansion kind of lost me over the last... Now... Okay, there's one new feature that 14 did add that I appreciate. The fact that you can kind of, quote-unquote, go back in time and re-experience the whole expansion storyline. I thought that was a great idea. Because it allowed you to experience the expansions that maybe you missed. So say you joined in Shadowbringers and you want to go experience Heaven's Word or Stormblood, or whichever expansion do its full MSQ. You could do that. And that was perfectly okay. I thought that was a great idea. Yeah, New Game Plus. That's not that big of a deal, though. Kinda. Like, if my understanding is correct, so say you want to do Heaven's Word. You had to go to that castle outside of Ishgard, and there was an NPC that you talked to that would start the New Game Plus right from that point onward. So that was like literally the first mission where you'd be making your way into Ishgard for the very first time. So yeah, that technically is just before the Heaven's Word content, if that's what you're referring to. Well, no, you don't get anything for doing a New Game Plus. You'll get XP like normal, and you get to experience the storyline. That's it. I honestly would not expect them to give anything whatsoever except for the nostalgia feel and ability to play through the old content, you know? Oh, I didn't know that. You're supposed to get XP. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, that kind of sucks. They toted it to be something completely different. I think the one nostalgia thing they did in 14, in Heaven's Word, that was a real paying homage to Final Fantasy 11, was that one zone that you would have to queue up for, and you could only stay there for so long. Is this guy ever gonna spawn? Diadem. I forget what. Eureka. Thank you. That's what I was trying to think of. Eureka lived up to its promise of being like Final Fantasy 11. When you stepped into Eureka, I played it as a samurai going in there. Oh no, I went as a red mage. It was scary. Shit hit like a truck. And you had to worry about like actual elemental weaknesses. Just like you would in 11. You gotta get a Vermi in 14 or a Scorpion harness in 14. When I saw that they added the Scorpion harness in 14, I was like, that's funny. That's funny. That's like one of the nostalgia pieces from 11. Same with the Vermi's cloak. Well, if you finished all the way through Eureka, there was a very special raid that was like a hardcore raid. You totally buy a Vermi's cloak in real life? I bet you would. I would consider buying a hobby or a vampire cloak in real life. Maybe. Oh, by the way, I never showed you guys my gear. So I get a Death Scythe is my main weapon. Waju Turban. I also have a Wyvern Helm for weapon skilling if I want to macro it all together. Hobby. Headlong belt, but I also have Virtuoso belt and Life belt. Royal Knights, my artifact boots. 2 Sniper's rings. I'm too poor for the plus ones. 2 Mermaid's earrings and a Mithril grip. So that's my gear in a nutshell. Yeah, I can agree with you. I thought Heaven's Word had some of the best raid content. Like, that they had something to prove. When they did A Realm Reborn, people were proud of them. It turned out to be a beautiful game. It was good quality. And then they released Heaven's Word, and they outdid themselves. But the problem is, when you outdo yourself, you have to outdo yourself again. And that gets harder. In the next expansion, there was the famous choke point at the beginning of the expansion. I remember that on day 1. Where no one could get by. I'm forgetting his name. He's the one-armed guard of for Ul'dah. Yeah, that was some funny stuff. I remember that. The first sign that they added in, like, that you could have recruits in Final Fantasy 14. Like, you could level up your own personal, like, army of recruits. I was like, oh no. No. They're starting to do what they did in Final Fantasy 11 towards what I'm considering the end of its life. It kind of made me sad, because I was like, no. Don't start doing this now. Let the game have a little bit more of its life. Oh, yeah, I remember that. People were trying to resolve the issue themselves. My server, no, they didn't try to do that. I am on Hyperion. I'm on one of the legacy servers for 14. So I get that lovely tattoo on my character's back that not a lot of people have unless you're on one of those servers. Like, I have, I'm actually filthy rich on 14. I'm sitting somewhere around 27 mil or something that. 27 or 28 mil. Belmog, but I'm glad you get the choke. Yeah. I was kind of happy that, like, they paid respect to the original Collector's Editions owners when they redid A Realm Reborn. They said, hey, all you original Collector's owners, we're going to pay respect to you. We're going to give you all the digital Collector's Edition stuff when this game releases. I thought that was a cool move. Like, it paid respect to all of us that stuck through it from 1.0. And also, if you... And I missed the cutoff date because I took a short break. I was an idiot for doing that. If you were logged for X amount of days, you got a lower price point that you were allowed to pay for your monthly subscription. It was like $1 cheaper for those that were true legacy players. I missed that cutoff date. I was pissed. I played through a good chunk of it, and then I took a break. Yeah, if they allowed that, I would probably do that too. I honestly thought that was a good idea. And when they discontinued that concept, I think people were kind of sad about it. But probably from their point of view, it wasn't really beneficial. It didn't really, like, give any extra benefit to them, or maybe they felt it was not benefiting the company. There's always a rhyme or reason behind everything. Soul Eater. There we go. That felt good. 1.2k Soul Eater. Probably do the duels. Yeah. Maybe that's what, yeah, that's maybe what they were doing, and maybe it was just too much of a nightmare for them to deal with it. Which, that would make sense. Dude, I just want to do Drain 2 before I hit this guy. Because I kind of need my health back. That's what you get whenever you Soul Eater. You're literally... Every time I Soul Eater, I feel like I am literally making my healer cry a little inside. And I am. Because it's such an evil thing to do to your healer. Like, I used to have a macro that said, get ready to heal me. Because, like, Soul Eater with the 6-hit combo of Guillotine, that chips off 600 health right there. It's a little scary. And imagine, like, that's the whole reason why there's such a thing as the Kraken Club, Zerg. You pop your 2-hour, you pop Soul Eater, Last Resort, have it all active, and you just go ham on a boss. And you only use it on very specific content. I still need to get my Kraken Club. I don't have that yet. I've been killing these guys now for 2.5 hours. I'm really surprised this hasn't spawned yet. It kind of is. Like, most people that do have it on the server, they go out there with the TH3 to get that. Why do I want the silly scythe anyways? You know what it does, right, Shin? And there's not many other good scythes out there right now. Yeah. Crit on the 13th hit. It's only 2 damage lower than the Death Scythe. What I really want is Bahamut's Scythe. I don't have the Algol. I wish I did. My Link Shell doesn't actually do Cerberus yet. We don't have the correct comp to do it. If I could get Algo, that would be awesome. I would love to get my hands on that. How close am I to finishing up the... If I get one more buffalo meat, then I'll stop. And then I can sell all the buffalo meat on the auction house. It kind of sucks I haven't gotten a single hide while I'm up here. Because those hides, they're selling on the auction house for 20k per hide right now. But the drop rate on those hides is so ridiculously low. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, shit, if you know a Link Shell that would bring along a Death Knight... Death Knight to get... sorry, Dark Knight. Not Death Knight. This isn't World of Warcraft. A Dark Knight that would bring him along to get his best weapon till... I don't think there's any other best greatsword. Can you guys think of a better greatsword for Dark Knight? I can't. The only thing on this server that doesn't work on that weapon is the fire damage. There's a GitLab ticket for that right now. So, once that's fixed, that'll be nice. Punk? But yeah, if any of you guys here that are in the channel that are new are looking to possibly try wings and you need some help getting started out, I do not mind helping any community members. Again, this is the link to the Discord for the download and everything. Always need more people to play with. Oh, so Shin, are you gonna send me a picture of what yours looks like? Or did you? Oh, I think you might have. Oh, I see it. How old is this? I've never seen these prices. Was this during the Kickstarter? Was that during the Kickstarter? Because if they did that, that was shut down after the Kickstarter. Okay, yes. That now makes sense. That was during the Kickstarter. Can you send me a copy of the original link that you are on? like the legitimate original link, because I've never seen that page. Because that is extremely surprising to me. So, remember how I made the comment about once you back the project, so I'm doing the $250 bundle. Once you back the project, you'll get access to all the previous stuff. That's probably what you're seeing. Because he's actually said very clearly, and he made clear about this comment, about this particular thing. He said, for any of those interested in any of the previous packages, you'll be able to buy those individual items once you back the project, if you so please to do so. So he did say that, and he didn't hide that or like maliciously be like, hey, yeah, we're just gonna sneak this in here. No, he actually did mention that during one of the live streams. Correct. So if I were to back the project now and get the mushroom thing, which, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed it. I'm going to show it to you. I don't like this one. This one does not settle well with me. I'm not much of a mushroom person. I'll admit the mushroom gear thing looks kind of cool, but the mushroom house and what are we, the Smurfs? No. I'm not really a fan of that. This is the $250 bundle right here. So if I were to back the project right now, I would get this one. Then I would be able to go and buy the previous bundles of stuff if I want to, separately afterwards. So does that make more sense to you in the sense that they're not, like, maliciously hiding it? That, like, if you were to look back in the history or even ask on Twitter about it on their main Twitter account about how it works, they would probably explain it to you in the same way I am. So hopefully you feel a little bit better about the development studio now that I've explained it better. Because so far, I don't think they've done anything shady. Like, I think the only time the community ever felt Ashes of Creation was doing something quote-unquote shady or malicious of sorts was when they created the Apocalypse, the testing ground that was like a battle royale, and we hadn't had any MMO news for a while. People were starting to call them out. I didn't like that. I thought it was kind of really weird. Well, unless I remember it wrong, which I could remember it wrong, and I'll admit it, I think they said that these cosmetics, once the game is released, you will not be able to buy in the cosmetic shop. These are kind of like one-off items before the release of the thing. Because I think they would be doing all those that pre-purchased being dishonest to those folks if after all is said and done they just put all these items in the cash shop for everyone else to just buy later on. I would feel that would be kind of shady. But this is kind of like, if you think about it, anything that is purchased in either the after purchase shop or beforehand, it's helping fund the studio, because they did buy a new studio that they still need to frickin' move into, but COVID, and we're helping fund the project in its own rights. You know we'll never see how much money they make off the shop. No company ever shows that. Because that's kind of like a bad PR move to show that, you know? Oh, and Rebirth, I'm sorry, I missed something that you said. You said, other than a Rima offhand, I would need to look at what is era. I don't know all the wings NMs. There are some NMs that I could get a weapon from, but the Dark Knight specific weapons Rebirth are a lot more powerful than the ones that are shared by Warrior, Paladin, and Dark Knight. So, something like this one that is only usable by a Dark Knight. So here, let me pull it up real quick. So, I actually already had the page open from earlier. Oh yeah, I agree with you on that. So, White Joker, the Trebin Scythe, which was the one I'm trying to get. Enforcer. This one comes from Cadaver Meyer, but this one's really hard to get. I would love to get it. It's 95 damage, MP drain, and it's probably only 10 MP anyways, but whatever. But it comes from Zenny Notorious Monster. We don't have that available on the server yet. And then 75, there's Apocalypse. This is the big one. I want to get this sucker. If they ever add in the Wyvern King's Descent, which would be at the very end of COP. If I'm not mistaken, after you do COP, you can go and do this one. This weapon would be amazing. So, yeah, Bahamut's Scythe. I would love to get that one. But yeah, Algo. This is the weapon I want for my Greatsword spec. In Ragnarok, it's not worth getting. It's not. It's like if you had to build your relic weapon, between the two weapons you could build, Apocalypse and Ragnarok, you choose Apocalypse over Ragnarok any day of the week. Additional effect blindness, the 20 accuracy, the catastrophe is amazing. Also, hidden effect will occasionally do 2 times normal damage. I think you can do that on Rag too, right? Yeah. Oh, 2.5 with the sword. But yeah, you wouldn't do the other ones. I'll get Suzaku's Scythe. It's not very good. This sword, yeah. This also comes from a ZNM, which is a tier 3. Again, can't do this yet, but when it becomes available, my link show will probably give that right to me, because I think there's one other Dark Knight, but he's not 75 yet, and I'm already doing Dark Knight. But yeah, those are all the weapons that are in era. Just have to add them to the server eventually. Dude, if I could get one more meat to finish up this collection, that'd be nice. But yeah, back to our topic that we're talking about, Shin. I honestly have no problems with their method of how they're doing stuff. Everything they've said, they've been upfront about how the money, in a sense, is spent, or like what it's all for. They do monthly updates. They're very active on Twitter on a daily basis with new artwork to show us. And whenever they do the monthly streams of showing all the new content, it's nice. See what people in Discord are doing. I didn't mean to ignore them. Okay. And might have to open up the original. Okay, so account, Astro Creation / shop. Yeah. So, yeah. It's probably only when you have paid the amount. And that's fine. I'm just going to wait till next month. I don't want this month's bundle. It does not interest me. I wish it did. It just doesn't. This month's bundle is fine and dandy. I would say it's a proper spring bundle and stuff like that, but to each their own. It is really funny, by the way, I've said this before, that you can drain mana from buffaloes that don't have any spellcasting skills whatsoever. That is Era. It's accurate, they should have mana. It just doesn't make sense. Come on, just give me one more buffalo meat so I have a full stack to sell in the auction house. That would make me happy. Yeah, enfeebling skill. My enfeebling skill is so underleveled, and so is my elemental. Say, I still need to farm Kraken Club. I need to get better gloves because I'm wearing level 30 gloves. I need to get PCC eventually, being the key word. I need to farm up all of the eyes to create the cluster, so I can eventually get the O-hat for weapon skills, because the more accuracy, the better when you're using a scythe. Give me my health back. I try to time using Soul Eater when I have both Drain 1 and 2 available. Just so I really never fall behind in that, because I don't feel like killing myself. There we go. Final buffalo meat that I wanted. I think I brought a warp scroll with me. So, no luck on this scythe. I give up. I spent nearly 3 hours here trying to farm this guy. The only thing I came out of it with is... Oh, crap. I forgot I was in Bastock. I came out with almost 4k worth of XP buffer. So I won't de-level if I die once. What the hell is going on? Why can't I go to any other counter except for this one? That's weird. Wasn't even worth really the farm. Oh, man. Oh, a stack of... Oh, that's not bad. I'll never need these anyways. Alright, let's get back to Sandy. I don't want to be in this filthy Bastock. Sorry for those that might be a fan of Bastock. I'm just not really a fan of it. But... let's see here. So, it's about close to my normal time I'd be ending stream. I usually end at about 11, but I'm going to end a little early tonight because I got a couple things to do around the house. But I'll be back tomorrow night, guys, about 8 p.m. EST. So, I'm going to send you guys over to Slykin. He is another Wings streamer. Really great guy. He used to own a game cafe. Or internet cafe, so to speak, down in Florida. So show the guys some love. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you those that did follow, those that have been talking. This has been great conversation tonight. But as always, guys, stay awesome, and I will see you guys next time. Let's send them over a big party. Let's get them all. Have a great night, guys.